Hey everybody, it's David Kramer from Kramer Unstuck, and today I want to talk to you about professional sports. Okay, now this here is going to go over like a lead balloon with some of you. Probably going to get all butt hurt and pissed off about what I'm going to say, but I don't give a fuck. Uh, I hate professional sports. Okay, now I lift weights, so I normally on a regular basis watch videos that have to do with powerlifting, weightlifting, strongman, strength training, uh, you know, uh, Renaissance Periodization is a channel by Dr. Mike Israel. I think it's Railty or whatever, and he goes over different uh, exercises and different ways to stimulate muscle and all that stuff. So I am into that. I'm into weightlifting. I also do some boxing training. So I watch videos, not just boxing training, but Ramsey Dewey, he's a channel that I watch. He's in MMA. But anyway, I watch videos that pertain to stuff that I do. Okay, that I'm interested in. And I am not interested in professional sports. Now, when I was a kid, I was a Yankees fan. Most of my life, up until 2012, my favorite team was the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when I left home, I think I watched, maybe for a few years, I watched uh, baseball. I would still watch baseball. Eventually, I got away from baseball. Like I said, up until 2012, I watched football. At one point, for quite you know, a few years, for decades, uh, I would, be one of them football fans. I would get all worked up over my team. The team, they lost. I mean, my dad wouldn't allow me to watch football at a point where, because I remember at one point as a kid, I'm kneeling in front of the TV, banging on the TV because the Steelers are losing. And that was it. My dad said, never again, get out. So yeah, I understand how professional sports can take control and manipulate you and use you and, pretty much turn you into a friggin' loser. Because those people, okay, those little high-paid, overpaid prima donnas don't give a fuck about you. You don't mean shit to them except this, okay? You go out, now I think I bought maybe a couple items that had to do with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I didn't have a lot. I never was really into buying. I was more into watching the sport and, like I said, getting, anxious. But over time, I started thinking about uh, buying the memorabilia, buying the shirts and the flags and the mugs and the rugs and the blankets and putting stickers on your fucking car and talking about your team and my team didn't do this and my team's better than yours and your team sucks and my team doesn't suck. And I thought, well, why the fuck would I want to buy any memorabilia and advertise for these people when they don't pay me to advertise for them? Yeah, have you thought about that? They ain't paying you to advertise. You're out there advertising. You spent, say, $30 on a T-shirt, and you wasted that $30 on a team that does not give a fuck about you. Okay? I mean, doesn't matter if they win. I mean, the Steelers won what, 6 Super Bowls, or I don't know how many now. Doesn't really matter. Uh, it does. How has that helped your life? How has that given you a better life? Okay, all it is a dopamine rush. It's entertainment. And don't get me wrong, I like being entertained. Okay, I like watching streaming videos on YouTube and on Amazon. I like watching TV shows and movies, but even there, I try to watch stuff that fits into my worldview. Uh, I just saw the movie Medieval about that was based on Jan Siska's life. I like stuff like that. I'm watching the TV show again. I finally bought it. Turn. It's about Washington spies because I like watching shows that where I have to think. Now those guys fought for their freedom. They put their life at risk. They sacrificed to, get freedom in their country. They could have ended up being dead. I mean, Jan Siska lost an eye at some point, I think, in his childhood, but during one battle that he was leading in the Civil War to win the freedom for his country, he lost another eye. And he continued to lead his men blind, and he never lost a battle. Okay? And they had games, okay? They participated in games, okay? This is what we need to do, okay? Get a football, okay? Maybe if you can get a bunch of guys together on a weekend and play football, that's going to mean a lot more, especially if you're playing football and then you start, I have Thomas Paine's Common Sense, you get together. You play football, you play baseball, you play hockey, okay, while you're golfing. And talk about freedom, talk about liberty, talk about what they did back then in the 1700s and what we need to do now, okay, because these sports events that you got to focus on. I mean, I had an older guy that was older than me. I'm 55, and he looked like he was in his, 60s or whatever, or maybe even 70s. I'm buying ring bologna. Here in Pennsylvania, we have this thing called ring bologna. I love it. I'm a J hippie ring bologna because to me, they're the best, okay? And I buy 3, it's a ring and a half. That's how much I buy at a time, and then I eat that during the week, And I bought these 3 and I put them in my cart, and I heard this, oh, what are you having, a baseball party? Well, right there, that's like, yeah. I thought, okay, we got this male, this little manlet, who's chirping at me about a baseball party. I thought, what a friggin' jerk. I turned around and said, I don't watch baseball. And then he acted, oh, well, maybe I'll come over and eat it. I thought, you wouldn't even make it through the front door. You try, and then your wife would be dragging you back up the stairs. She was going, oh, he's shameless. I thought, yeah, he is. He's a 60 or 70-year-old child who can't get over his little sports teams. The Phillies and the Astros, which I didn't know that until I watched this one video, apparently were in the World Series, and the Phillies lost. And then, no, it was... I was listening to a radio station, and then the Phillies fans were singing their sad songs in their bar. But, okay, let's stop and think about this. Your stupid fucking team that doesn't give a fuck about you lost. And there you are, all drunk in that bar, going to have a hangover the next day. And don't get me wrong, I like beer too. I love beer. I understand. Okay? But you're singing your sad song, getting drunk, wasting your fucking time over some stupid fucking team. Defund sports. Get rid of it. We don't need professional sports. What we need is the people of this country to get together in their communities, have games in your communities, okay? Your family get together and then talk about the revolution, talk about the founding fathers, talk about the values and the laws of this land, talk about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Teach your children, teach each other, think about it. Hey, What did they do back then? They got in their taverns and they talked about it. They didn't go to a fucking ball game and forget about it because, hey, now I have a dopamine rush and I'm here with all these other fools, these sheep. Remember 2020? Remember what happened in 2020? Remember the Black Lives Matter protests on the field? Remember how you people were bitching about it? Remember all this shit? Remember how, and corporations are in control of these sports teams, okay? They get lots of money from these corporations, okay? And if they don't play by the woke left bullshit ideology, well, then they might get defunded by the corporations. And the corporations don't give a fuck about you either, even though we all have to buy shit that is made by these corporations and entities, But I think you ought to grow the fuck up. I do not miss football at all. I don't. I could care less. I had a guy ask me what my team is. I said I don't have a team. I don't. Even when I was a Steelers fan, they were not my team. They're owned by the Rooneys up in Pittsburgh. Okay? I don't know who owns the Phillies or the Flyers or the Eagles, but they're not my fucking team. I don't care about them, and they don't care about me. They're not getting any of my goddamn fucking money, and they can all pretty much perish as far as I'm concerned. A bunch of overpaid prima donna pieces of shit. I mean, take a look at Tom Brady. Wow, Tom Brady is a great quarterback, probably the greatest quarterback. He won all them Super Bowls. Yeah, and Tom Brady's out how many millions of dollars after that tiny beta piece of shit scammed the fuck out of him and his wife. Not all of them are that, okay, don't get me wrong, not all of these football players, sports stars are that dumb. Some are pretty smart, okay? But there's no reason that any of you, if you're a man, you don't need to watch that fucking shit. You don't. Okay? There's the kind of shit you need to put your fucking mind into, okay? Get your head in one of these books and read it. Now, I just got this, so I'm going to read it. But, man, I got the Constitution and the Bill of Rights uploaded to my computer. I downloaded it. I look at it every now and then. I don't memorize it, but I look at it every now and then to let me know what we were given by those founding fathers. We weren't given professional baseball. George Washington, let's see. Now, Samuel Adams did give us beer, okay? So, way to go, Sam. Let's see. Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, they didn't say, what we need? We need to have Major League Baseball and we need to have the NFL. Yeah, that's what we need for the people. Just pay your taxes there and don't worry about England and all that. What we need a professional baseball team. Yeah, we need the Philadelphia fucking Phillies. I mean, really? You pathetic cunts. You're worthless. But anyway, I just wanted to say this. I hope that you hear what I'm saying. Because this country is in dire straits, and it doesn't matter who you think is going to save us. You're not going to vote anybody in. You can see how that's working. I haven't voted since 2012. It's pretty much, there's a lot of shit that I stopped in 2012 that wasn't worth it. Voting is one of them. Because they're just going to screw the fuck out of you. They will cheat you. They have it fixed. That game is fixed. So is professional sports. Okay? That's fixed. So, I mean, have the Detroit Lions ever won anything? Okay, they got that far. Oops. So, that's pretty much all I have to say. And I'm going to think of more bullshit that irritates me and then come out with more videos so that I can rant at you and call you an idiot. Okay? Because, hey, You know, there's shit that I did, and there's some shit that I do that I'm an idiot too. So some of these videos, I'm actually preaching to the choir. And the choir's like, I don't want to hear that. All right, I do. You know, so that'll be all for today. And until next time, you know, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Okay, this is David Kramer. This is Kramer Unstuck, signing off.